And we are here with 2011 Pan Am Games champ Jordan Burroughs. He's won the Olympics, won Worlds.
No one ever mentions that anymore.
The first time for that. What do you remember about that? It seems like a long time ago.
It does, and the team dynamics have changed dramatically. I think 55 kilos we had Obi Blanc. We didn't even have a guy at 60. 65 was Tion Ware at the time. He was 66. Myself, Herbert was on the team. Varner, Tervel. And so we actually won 4 golds out there in 2011. So we're looking to do the same thing this time. Obviously, there's some pretty stiff competition. The Cubans always have a good program, and some other guys littered through some of the other countries. But yeah, we're always looking to win.
And you're in a tough battle. You had Lopez from Cuba. You've beaten him a couple times, and pretty good match at World Cup.
He's everywhere. So it'll be interesting in terms of the matchup. Hopefully, the match won't be too interesting, and I can actually go out there and dominate. But you know, it's good to wrestle good opponents. I didn't come here just to have a cakewalk through and get a gold medal and go home. You know, this is preparation for the World Championships, and so it means getting down to weight, getting ready and training the same way, and then going out there and being uncomfortable in a situation with Lopez and having to score many points, do some things that I'm not used to doing, and come away with a W.
And this is a games. I mean, it's a little bit different tournament. I mean, how is it different? Just having the other sports around.
It's awesome. I mean, you can just see a number of countries here, and it's not even just specifically wrestling, which is a different monster than the championships that I've wrestled in the past. And so it's awesome. It's like a mini Olympics. A number of countries here. All the athletic teams from the United States of America are staying in the same building, so you get to mix and mingle with some athletes that you're not familiar with, some that you've seen in the past, and meet people that you've met over social media. I feel like I know people, I never met them, and like I see them I follow them on Twitter or Instagram, and like I think I know them. And so when I see them here, I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a long time, but I liked your photo this morning. So it's fun. It's fun. We're having a good time.
You're not too far from home, and of course your wife's from Buffalo, right?
Dude.
So you could have a pretty good cheering section coming up?
Yeah, so we've got a ton. I think we got like maybe 12 or 15 people coming up to watch me compete on Saturday. And interestingly enough, I wrestle on the 18th, and Beacon's birthday is the 19th.
Wow.
And so we're going to drive back to Buffalo Sunday morning and spend his birthday back in her hometown and have a big birthday party while our family will be there. So it's going to be fun, man. It's perfectly convenient, works out well, but I got to get the job done first, or Beacon's not going to have a happy birthday.
How's the little guy doing?
He's good, dude. He just started walking the last couple of weeks, so he's been walking for about 2.5, 3 weeks now. Like I said, he'll be 1 year old on the 19th, and so it's exciting times, man. He's growing. He's turned into a toddler now. He's getting some personality, and he's driving mom and dad crazy, but he's a lot of fun.
You won the trials. You went up to greet your family. I mean, what was that like?
You dream of those moments. You know, you see guys bring you think of Riley Curry, you know, in the NBA Finals, and how polarizing she was, and him being able to bring his daughter up to the podium and announce that they were world champions, MVP at every press conference. And so you dream of having your kids share some of this spotlight and success that you've had. And so the dynamics of my life are completely different than my son's. You know, I didn't go out of the country for the first time until I was 19 years old. He's been applied for a passport, and he's only 11 months. And so those are different dynamics of his life, but it keeps it interesting, and I hope he can be a world traveler and get to see some of the things I didn't see as a kid, be more seasoned and well-versed in some different areas.
Doesn't he have a Twitter account?
Instagram. And he's got 8,000 followers. 8,000 followers, dude. He's freaking 11 months. And we post all the photos and try to make funny captions, but yeah, he's got 8,000 followers. People love him. They're like, I'm chopped liver. My wife's chopped liver now. Whenever people see us, they're like, where's Beacon? We don't want a picture with you. You want a picture with your wife and the baby.
Getting back to this season, obviously you're extremely hungry to win a world title.
Yeah, man.
Had an injury last year, still came back and got a bronze. Now you're back, and I don't know if Fresh is going to wrestle Sargush or not. We've talked a lot about that, but just, I mean, how motivated are you for this opportunity?
Extremely, more than I've been ever, I'd say, in my career. I always had a chip on my shoulder because I wanted to prove people wrong, but now I'm chasing a legacy of greatness. And so, like, I don't want to just win 1 or 2. I'm not satisfied with that. I want to win multiple. I want to be labeled as one of the greatest. I want to pass John Smith. And I don't say that in a disrespectful manner, but that's the benchmark that he set that I hope to pass. And so, essentially, these are the things I'm trying to do. I feel like I'm good enough, I'm capable, and I'm still young. You know, I just turned 27 last week. I still got another maybe cycle in me after this, and so John stopped when he was 26. Obviously, it's going to take me a little bit more time to break the record than it took him. And so in terms of efficiency, he's a little more efficient. But, you know, it is what it is.
What if Sargush isn't the Russian entry? What if they go with Godoyev?
That's fine. I don't care who it is. You know, it's a country to me, not a name. And so essentially, whether it's Sargush or Godoyev, I got to beat, well, hopefully one of those guys. I don't know at what point in the finals or in the semis quarters. I've always had those guys on the same side of the bracket as me in every single World Championship and Olympics. I didn't think about that. Like, Russia's always on the same side, and they've always got one of the best guys.
They were on your side
in 13 in Budapest when he lost his first match.
Right.
And so that's the danger of doing that. And because when Sargush lost in 13, people were extremely surprised. They sent Kubetsi, and he lost his very first match to the Indian, who had tech fault the following round. And so, I don't know, dude. I don't know what they're going to do.
We got the mullet man behind you. He's moved over a little bit.
You know, what's interesting is people say that our qualification process is unfair with us being able to sit through to the finals. But if they're still even discussing Sargush, then I'd say our qualification system is pretty fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know they've done that. They've stuck with their nationals a lot of years, but once, like, Gatsalov wrestled heavyweight one year, and I don't think he won the nationals.
Well, Godoyev won nationals and he won European games in pretty dominated fashion, so it's kind of hard to.
You wrestled him and beat the streets, right?
Yeah,
years back?
2011.
He's
my
pretty
first,
tough.
That was like my first international match ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's tough, dude. I've seen him wrestle multiple guys and do some pretty dirty stuff. I watch highlight tapes of him, videos of him. He's got a ton of good stuff, but hopefully my good stuff's better than his good stuff.
And last thing, I mean, we're wrestling in Vegas. I mean, just great stage for wrestling. I mean, how important is this event? Just obviously it's an Olympic qualifier, but it's on a big stage as well.
It's indescribable. You really can't put a barometer on how special this is to us, not even in terms of being with our families, but just the amenities and the logistics and the accommodations for us. You know, we're close to home. We're within an hour or two of our homes. We get good food. We get Wi-Fi, cell phones. Our families are there. We know the logistics because we set up all the facilities everywhere. We get comfortable bedding. Like, we were 10 hours ahead of home last year. We had rock hard beds. The food wasn't very good. The saunas were extremely small. Like, we know everything that's coming our way, and we're training amongst ourselves. So, it'll be good. It'll be fun. We're excited, dude.
Thanks, buddy. Good luck.